Alright, on this walk I managed to, man, all these vines, trying to pry vines out of the way. I managed to break it. I managed to break one of my walking sticks. It's not the strongest thing. It's disappointing. That's $15. So I gotta turn to what I cut. Oh man, that's tough. These things are pretty flimsy. I've been beating the heck out of them. Just getting through this forest, it really takes a toll on them. And then I almost lost this thing. It just fell off. I could have lost that, but so I'm down to one walking stick. Do I want to pay $15 for another walking stick? I really need something that's a little bit thicker to get through this forest. It's just it takes such a large amount of force. So people talk about getting tactical walking sticks. I just need a walking stick that can pry. I need to be able to pry vines out of, well, in this area I need to pry vines out of the way, but really I just need a really strong walking stick, thicker, even longer too. And that's what I've collected, just letting dry in the car. I think I might buy another one. I know the limits now of the walking stick. I know the limits. You can't pry things that are too heavy, too much of a heavy load. So maybe I'll get another one and I'll go easy. I already learned I gotta go easy on the Nordic trekking sticks. Really easy, just in regular walking. See, like this vine, I'm just gonna have to ignore it. I use my body instead. See that? How much? Oh. See, if I use my stick, I'd run the risk of breaking this stick. And I really like the exercise of fighting my way through woods when it's necessary. Oh, one stick is not fun. I much prefer having two, an even for both hands, just an even use. Just rummaging through the grass next to the Walmart. They're kind of a rare sighting. Alright, I should get going. Am I still recording? Oh my god. What have we here? I think anybody could assume this is an abandoned house. Oh, it's still protected by Century Tel. Century Tel security. Welcome home. Oh my god. What a wreck. Whoopsie. I'm trying to hold on to both my sticks at the same time. Coffee maker. Roof is going to collapse. Floor has already proven to be too weak. Oh, we got a calendar and probably the year 2003. Oh my god. Roaches on the wall. There's probably still roaches thriving. Wow, what an abandoned house. I mean, it was ransacked for valuables. Floor was broken. Ooh, what a floor. They've gone through it's been raided most likely. A lot of heater meals. Got the old style wooden floor. Well, this is not a slave shack. Wow, still canned food. I don't know if I should go back any further. This floor. Weights. Holy crap, really? Oh, man, 45? Oh, it's cracked. They got rubber weights here that actually are nicer than mine. I don't know if I should be running around with a 25 again, but I've been thinking how much I could use one. Definitely wouldn't pay for it. I kind of like that 25-pound weight. I know it's up for the taking. Ooh, this is, oh, it must be, this is a fabric. So the person was a weightlifter. I smell the scent of an old home here. And they left, like it maybe old people. I don't know how much can be seen here. You got an old bathrobe and wine bottles. If it was ransacked, the people were very picky. So you could read their old cards, their old notes. To Mikey from Miss Willie. Miss Willie lived here. Oh my God! Either something fell or something was hitting its head. Like a creature was hitting its head. Hopefully, and running, scrambling to get away. There's a lot of canned stuff back here. Man, I really like that 25, but I really shouldn't. There's a lot of cockroaches. Ooh, I'll bust through. I really shouldn't take it, but man, that is tempting. A 25-pound weight. I just don't want the extra weight in my car. If I had a bigger, better vehicle, this 25 would definitely be taken. Then it's a 35 too? Miss Willie was a weightlifter. Ooh, I almost fell through. And the roof fell in. Okay, let's get out. Oh, you gotta hit the button. Okay. Alright. Let's have a look at it from distance. So there's a lot to rummage through here that could be still useful for people. Yeah, it looks like it used to be a pretty nice house. Is this a plastic bowl? Just got a regular ceramic bowl out here. Corel. Huh, interesting. This is behind the Walmart. This river looks a little muddy. A little bit better further down. And I'm assuming that it gets much higher. Erosion seems to run pretty high. Alright, I'm getting a little too experimental with my hole poking. Alright, I actually stuck this in to that hole and I did feel something move. I pushed a little too hard. I feel bad about pushing so hard. There's definitely something in that hole. It felt soft and it moved. I felt it right through the pole. I don't need to know what it is. I don't need to mess with it. Just now that I got these sticks, I like putting them in holes. Could be a beaver hole or whatever's digging these holes right next to each other. beaver and another little hole right here. That's definitely two different kinds of animals. That's kind of funny how the beaver chewed two ends, like it's a two-ended pencil or something, to have it fall in this type of pattern. Here's a very deep hole. Look at how deep I go. 55 inches. And it's still got room to go down. Was that dug, or is that something with a river? Some sinkhole? That little thing. Looks like we have a Taco Bell employee who is camping out here. They got the apron not too far from the Walmart. It's up over there. They have the tent falling apart. I'd say it's at least a year old. Probably more, closer to 2 years. And they have their medications. Several phone cases. What are we taking here? Take one tablet by mouth once daily for Leesville. John Smith, what a name. I don't really make out what, I don't know what the heck. What is it? I don't even, the name is scratched. Maybe this one. So you got two from Walmart. Terrence Jackson, is that the name? Can they say what it is? MAB by mouth every 6 hours. Okay. Acetaminophen. So they're on codeine, a painkiller. Tylenol, codeine. Marsha Barnes. 10/15/2020. So I guess that's not 2 years ago. That's way less. Maybe that's expiration and not when they got it. So they're living homeless and hooked on medication and all kinds of nasty stuff. That's legal. Still nasty. Methylprednisolone. And you got crazy instructions. Just sitting out here. Still good. Methylprednisolone. So living in the park, but on the far edge of it where people don't normally wander off to. There's no fence that separates the park from Walmart, which is kind of nice. And then maybe this thing's like a generator or something, some batteries, volts. It's focused on volts. Some old military style. They probably have auctions on Fort Polk, and the city got a deal on a military style, old military style generator. Alright, I think I'm gonna walk from the library and explore around this town a little bit. It's cooling down nice. To learn about a local culture, you must blend in with the culture and not become a distraction to them, to the culture. Blend in. Act like they do. Surrounded by the canes. They grow really well around here. I guess the locals are calling this area northwest Louisiana. So I've reached the northwest part. Right, you really don't ever see this. Only in what's the name of this? What's the name of the city again? Well, either way, it looks like a house. This is a cop car right here, canine unit, but also a narcotics canine. And then they decide to park on the sidewalk. This is all a part of their house. What am I to make of it? This would force somebody on a wheelchair. And plus they got this. How long has this been sitting here? You got the line. It's hanging off a line. All right, I need to find out what a police jury is. Police jury, Sabine Parish Police Jury. Looks like this might have been an old jail. They got big bars on the two front windows. A lot of these buildings are empty for delivery. I know some kind of business. There's a business sign. Business painting. Yeah, way up there they got bars on their windows. Seems a little extra. Oh yeah, when they get cracked, they're no good. They're just, yeah, there's cracks all over this. This cannot be in use. Bars in the back. Don't even bother with the windows. Roots growing in the windows. Oh, I'll see if I can look in. Oh, all right, that looks like fresh cardboard. I think plumbing might have failed in Shreveport. They had these up next to the pickup. The last one I seen, they were in front of the Walmart. It's kind of rare to see this. Not sure how many Walmarts did it. Put all those porta potties up, and they're still up. Caddo Parish Sheriff, and they blocked the sidewalk. It's another one. So I'm walking back to Walmart, and I'm going around this building that is clearly abandoned. And first impressions, I think it says Lucent Technologies. That's for like hearing aids, I think. I remember investing back in 1995 in Lucent Technologies. Well, maybe it was 96. I can't quite remember exactly. It's one of the first individual businesses that I invested in, though. And it was doing really good stock-wise. I don't know about business-wise. Looks like there's a truck. Some guys working through an open door, doing stuff. But this building, this business here, looks like it's Bell Labs Industry. Lucent Technologies, Bell Labs Industries. You can see it. But it was one of the first businesses that I invested in. Now, I have no idea if it was actually located in Shreveport at the time, because I was doing a little research trying to look into the hearing aids industry. At his military supervisors, like, yeah, hearing aids, they're gonna make a lot of money because of all the baby boomers going deaf. And this is all in Barksdale Air Force Base. Wow, there's even a mass cure, but it could have floated in from a long distance. It's all shuttered up. Looks like it's been down for a while. An old Lucent Technologies. Profitable for a little while. Now it's just this unaccessible large piece of land not far from the Walmart. No, I can't see the Walmart sign. But that's a sign of nostalgia. I had no idea. I've never been in this part of Shreveport when I was stationed at Barksdale. I mean, I can't go everywhere, so I don't know if this Lucent building was here or not. It's just something that strikes me as interesting. seeing that it was in Shreveport at the time. It may have been in Shreveport at the time. I could look at old Google Maps pictures and check the progress of buildings over time. They're like warehousing manufactured houses here now. Oh, the security gate up there. All right, so they built, this looks like kind of a new fence further outside of the fence. There is a security gate, but it's within the fence. So they have double fence. And this is actually right across the road from Walmart. Lucent Technologies. I saw it on the Google Maps, this big building that was unmarked. And here's the reason why. It's simply because it's abandoned. And they're using different kinds of fencing. Fence fell down, and so they replaced it. They want to keep people away from the building. Because they may think, well, I don't see any for sale signs. I didn't. Quite interesting to me. I got a feeling that Shreveport is a city that tends to break a lot of things. I just saw a semi-truck with flattened cars, maybe about 15 of them on the bed, transporting them for junk. I get the feeling they probably break a lot of things around here. A lot of things just get trashy and break. What kind of cities? There's cities out there that don't take care of their resources as much. I bet there's some cities that tend to break things more often than other cities. I just walked by this black guy. He's over there wearing a winter jacket and a hood over his head. He's fighting to keep warm. Here I'm wearing like a head protector, sun visor. I'm fighting to keep cool. I can't wear a jacket. I'm sweating. He's fighting to keep warm. I'm fighting to keep cold in this. All right, I paid about $5 for this, and I'm gonna try it. It does say not for human consumption somewhere. And that really gets me more interested in it because I'm curious. They say it's organic, but that doesn't mean that they can't put in extracts. And that's what I'll be testing for. I know catnip very well, and I can tell if they put extracts in, which would be so unfortunate. But they don't have to report that. This is for pets. They don't have to report human nutrition. But, and they don't, like McDonald's doesn't have to report that they put extracts in their coffee. I know they do. Maybe other people know that too, but nobody says anything. Just like the gas stations. McDonald's and gas stations for coffee, they add extracts to the coffee beans to make it like extra strong. And I don't get that feeling with the regular beans. That's why I buy whole now, because I don't get that strong effect. Like it just, you feel like you took an extract. You drink a Mountain Dew. They don't, at least I'm glad they don't put extracts on the whole beans. It's the only way I'll buy coffee. But it's unknown about the catnip for pets. I've had a lot of catnip over my time. Not this kind though, and there's a potential for extracts. So maybe I should just have a little bit. I know that the company wants to get the most effect out of the cat to really show the owner this stuff works, and they'll do that by putting extracts in. So I'll just take a little bit to find out. We'll see what it's like. I'll feel really bad for cats if this company Smarty Cat is putting extracts in here, because that's a drug. That's not good. Also, since I have not been finding much in the wild, unfortunately, I'm relying a little bit more on what I have bought. I also want to get, well, this is sold very commonly at Walmart, so I can rely on this, and it's good. I also want to put some of my hay in there, but the Walmarts don't sell the hay so much. I've been thinking about trying the millet too in this. I just got this bird millet, but I'm gonna hold off on the and just see if the catnip does anything bad, and then one thing at a time. So this Walmart's got a little extra sign here that says tow away zone. I've never seen that at any other Walmart, or I've never noticed it before. It's all the way down. Alright, just want to say that this Walmart does not have any water right now. And you can't refill because that's off. This is the Walmart next to Lucent Technologies. I'm moving on. I'm pretty confident I have enough water to hang out at the park. I'm not going to stop at the Walmart I'm going past to get to the park, because I just want to go back to that Walmart for the evening. But this Walmart is I mean, I haven't noticed anything stolen, like any broken packages, but they're out of water. And there's no way to get any water. They turned off the fountains. There's no refill at the filtration spot, and then there's no jugs. They're out. Alright, this is really weird to me, but somebody managed to catch this hawk, and I look at it from a distance, and they're hanging on a string. It's obvious somebody caught it. They put a loop around its leg, and then they did tie the end so that it hung. How did it get up there though? The hawk must have flew up there, and then it just died just hanging here. But it got caught. I don't understand. This is human. A human did this, and it's just sitting in the park. So it's some kind of a dead hawk. I'm just gonna release the string. It's not a really tight knot. And I gotta say, as soon as I parked in here, somebody who was driving a race car type vehicle that says official race car, he come up to my car and just stared at me, like I was doing something wrong. I thought he was a cop actually, but he was staring at me. So this okay, it's fallen. So this hawk can lay on the ground. Just leave it as it is. It's mostly decomposed. I'm surprised nobody's seen anything and done anything. Yeah, there's really no footprints, so I guess maybe this part of the park isn't used too much. You can see the baseball field over there, and the lights are on. It's like 1 p.m. It's like 1 p.m. and the lights are on. Can that be seen? You can see the light. So wasteful. Alright, I just want to say this is not a walking trail. People are driving on it. I see tire marks now. This was a development that they just gave up on, and it overgrew. Some kind of development. They put a road. Yeah, even a fire extinguisher. So there's fire extinguishers, maybe electrical. They intended to develop this and then just abandoned the idea next to the park. Something happened. Alright, further down, it's looking worse and worse. Somebody had to spray paint some graffiti. There's a lot of dog poop around here. There might be further down. 420 Annie, 420 Annie, in front of this pile of wasted lumber. I don't know. Maybe it looks like it was used for something. Maybe a bridge or something. And then what's really alarming is this row of trash. People aren't driving in here just to hang out. I think they're driving in here to dump. Oh my God, there's a homeless shack. 2 stories. I've never seen anything like that. This is like a homeless area. Is it currently being lived in? You see that? It's 2 stories amongst this. Let's go check it out. It's a tree house? There's somebody here? I'm just looking around, so whoever using a cord. Is anybody, nobody's here? All right. Got burnt a little. So it's a little crazy to climb up. And there's a face mask tied in the branch. All right. Just gonna take a peek up. Oh, wow, that's loose. Nobody's here. Anybody? Okay, I can't quite. Paintbrushes and stuff. There's a chair. All right, that's as close as I'm gonna get. Strap. Okay, I gotta shut this. I need both hands. I get a view from up top. Use a fence for a wall. They used all kinds of trash. What happened? Table. All right, there's a wide variety of trash. Some is kind of useful. Like a mosquito netting. That's kind of useful. A large amount. A bag. It's fairly new too. It's fairly recent. This looks like all it needs is to dry out, and it can be good. An umbrella. Platters. Just kind of wrapping around. Stick. Hammock. Let's see if I can. Oh, that's empty anyway. So this obviously was abandoned. They felt it was a good idea to build some kind of a shack above. They didn't want to live on the ground, but then they wanted to live pretty high up. Got pretty crazy. Although somebody was probably living on the ground. A 2-story homeless shelter, torn down. Little bowl. Those are pretty useful, actually. Winter hat. Everything is so like, it's got such a new look to it. Like maybe they only moved out a couple of months ago. Thunder tumbler. They're driving this thing around. Maybe. Is that the remote control thing? Cars and controllers. It's all like, it's all got a fairly new look to it, like a color, not covered in, yeah, the mirror looks in good shape. Like it was fairly recent that this all was trashed like this. Maybe Google Maps could show a timeline. But yeah, it's just become a bit of a dumping ground for some reason. I mean, there's tire marks. You look at the tire marks, you see what kind of, you know about tires, you could see what kind of vehicle maybe it was. All in this. Oh, they got a nice, oh, it's got a broken handle. Huh. But not a single person. It's too wet, maybe? That is nasty. Alright, somebody pulled copper coils from air conditioning and then just left them here. Gave up on that operation. I should probably check on my car. Kind of having fun throwing all this onto the road. Everything is in pretty good shape. I don't think it's that old. Okay, here's a great example. Reaching the vegetation. Look at that, it's still green. This is all recently dumped back here. It looks like it came from like a secondhand store. That stinging nettle is actually green, and I had to dig deep to get down to it. It would be yellow if this trash was here for a significant period of time. Look at how crazy they were to throw things away. Maybe it's because it's bent too much, but who throws away a fly swatter? It is kind of bent. And I've been spreading it on the road. That'll give it an opportunity to dry. It's mostly clothes. And yeah, you can see it kind of has sat. It's kind of sat for a significant period of time, but I think it's over time that they've been tossing garbage out here, because there are parts where the grass is pretty green looking. All right, just a little bit of the trash has made it out a little deeper into the woods from the road. 3 pieces right here, shorts and a pink top. I think this was a thrift store that did this. Look at that, they even threw out money. Just pennies, worthless pennies. Just throw them out. Who else would do that but a business? Tried to get into the thrift store business and found they just got tired of it and just decided to toss everything in a remote area. Not too remote. Yeah, I think they were careful not to throw anything at this intersection. They felt that this was the better spot. I mean, who acquires this? Monitoring your blood conversation map. Options for monitoring. Know your A1C. Steady and even path. Blood glucose. Low blood glucose. On target with blood glucose. What a mess. I see this side pack that I like. Just dry it out. It doesn't stink. Zippers, if the zippers are good, then it should be fine. I can always use another one. Check this out. 10 cents from the Bahamas. $2010. How'd you like to walk around through a ghetto with a bag like this? Put something official looking in that slot. Alright, I didn't realize my walking sticks are about the same length as a broomstick. Maybe a little bit shorter. I want 55 inches. But yeah, I might have to settle for broomsticks if I keep breaking them. Right, and covering more stuff. Got this frog. It's a live toad, I mean. It decides to hide. Come on, man. It's not that cold. Oh man, I'm touching the wrong end. See if I... just don't want to move. It's too comfortable in this sweater from softball, Huntington softball. All right, there's some revealing paperwork in here. Birthdays and births. Look at this, like a birth certificate. Tiffany, Yolanda, Raven, Kevin. Kevin had a baby. And he didn't even get the address, the date right. They had to cross it out the first time. He's like, Kevin, the mail wrote down the wrong date. And then he probably called the mother. And they're like, oh, November 22nd, a month ago. Yeah, that's a lot of personal paperwork. And a car light? What model, make and model does that go to? So obviously coming from a thrift store, there's no food, no rotting food. So that's kind of a good thing. Somebody's been dumping clothes in this woods for a long time. They're not putting too much effort into hiding it either. Just put it on the side of this abandoned road. This looks like a driveway, actually. It looks type of concrete and design. All right, I tried to fly the drone, but I'm in an NFZ, a no-fly zone, and I don't have internet to like apply for permission. Here we go. Yeah, this area is likely still active. Here's a pretty good clue. 1521. Over a month ago. Here we go. Welcome to Shreveport. And there's more. Just getting outside of the Walmart. There's cart over there. Look at this trash. They're just like taking it and throwing it on the ground. There's a garbage. There's two garbages. But I think people just, yeah, like there's this, well, there's trash here at this store in between, at the car wash, carts all over, trash all over, a bag. They missed, see, this is like donation stuff. These people are getting a lot of donations and then taking those donations and just trashing them. People are giving a lot of donations, which are in turn are being just trashed. Bicycle. This is awful. TKO, the Oking West up. But yeah, what's the deal? They have a fence here, but no panels. Were they ripped off? See this plate? That'd be something from a secondhand store. What a total mess. It's just so senseless. And I don't know if the store is active. I'm just trying to walk to the UPS store from Walmart. Short distance. But it's just such a trash heap on the way. Cart on the edge of like a woods. The trash is senseless. Alright, I just kind of rifled through this. Somebody's got all kinds of new gloves and stuff. I think they stole them. But the sizes are too small for me. Back here again at the trash pile. But I stopped at the post office. They're closed even after 9 a.m. You got to call. I don't have a phone. And then there was a Twice the Ice ice place that the manager was at. He says he owns 6 and he doesn't order at any of them. And I asked him why, and he said it's just too much of a hassle. Just only deals with selling ice. And I told him that Walmart is out of water, and he offered me like a little bottle of water, and I'm like, I need more than that, so I just turned him down. I would be interested, I would be like keen on calling Shreveport a donation capital where they just trash all their donations. What's the ratio of donations turning to trash in cities? I think Shreveport ranks up there as one of the higher ones. Yeah, they got the crime, the violent crime. Foaming cleaner. But the trash from donations, you know it's donations, it's just random things, little knickknacks people would have in their homes, strewn out all on the roadsides and in the woods edges. Wow, this is a well-worn trail here. There might be some homeless camps. And Walmart has quite a significant fence that you can't get around. You can't get through behind the store. Also, the staring is happening more often around here. Pretty much from black people too. And I mean, is staring the right word? Maybe fixation. Like they got a fixation on me. This is like grabbed from behind the Walmart, possibly. There might be people back here. Wow, they got quite a setup. Nope, no, I don't think so. They brought a lot of stuff back here. Foam, wow, look at that. I wonder if I should take that. See, that this is stuff that comes from thrift stores. They get all kinds of donations, I'm guessing, and then they just trash the donations because they take them for granted, and they have a tendency towards trashing things anyway. What do they use, a carport here to make kind of a tarp shelter? They use the foam. Oh wait, this is for a wall, I think. Got a nice wallet that would come from a thrift store. Just trash all over. This is a good looking strap. I think I got enough. Propane tank. Let's see if it's full. And somebody just took a poop right there. Wow. That's very visible. That's a human poop out in the open. Looks fresh. So people are in and out of here. Wow, I could have stepped on that or something. So somebody was just out here. It's a little too wet for them maybe right now. The wet kind of provides a good cover for me. Welcome to Shreveport. This is like a welcome to Shreveport's video here. It's easy to find trashed places. I wonder if there's anything further deep in. I think I see off-color objects in between the trees. Like they had. Oh my God! I'm getting things in my eyes. Yep. There's something. That is a significant amount. A lot of carts over there. A pan. I already have one. Jeez. This is even bigger. The trash, the carts. What about this? Welcome to Shreveport. With the crime and the trash. There's more over there. It's a lot of activity. A lot of Walmart carts. I've never seen so many Walmart carts taken from the store. I've never seen so many in pretty good shape. Pretty recent collection here. Okay, one's got a spider web. Some have leaves in them, but some don't so much. From a different store. And that's just one pile. That's just one pile. You know, they didn't put any security protection on these carts, actually. And they look like they're in good shape. People roll them in from outside. There's no, like I've seen some Walmarts will say that the wheels will lock when you, oh my God, there's more. When you get outside of the parking lot. This Walmart does not have that. Somebody's like actively taking carts. This is a lot of effort. What the heck? Fisher Price? So it's some little kid thing. Oh, let me just, it's a little too rusty. Yeah, that's empty. There's more. They're probably empty. Yeah. More carts, more carts. Oh my God, one got hit pretty bad. So they steal stuff and then steal the carts. Load up the carts and take it all out into the woods. More down here. They're throwing them in the woods. They're along the trail, just piling them up. It's like a game. It's like an exercise for them. No, that's not the end here. They got to get over the log. Anything to hide them carts out of spite, or it's just kind of their thing, their calling card. What are we behind? The bank? So they're taking it behind the bank, maybe? This is incredible. The amount of... Oh, it's starting to rain. Great. Alright, there's a golf course next to this library that I'm at in Shreveport. And look at this basketball court. They took down the baskets. I bet it's because people were tossing their basketballs over the fence and then giving the golfers a hard time. Or maybe they were just yelling at golfers through the fence, and they put a stop to that. Because I've never seen a basketball court right next to a golf course, right where people would tee off, par 12, and they put an end to the basketball activity, because I bet there's been some tension there, not COVID related. So the male bathroom is out of order, but the female one is not. Do they have another inside? Probably not.